Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me, and if you are new here, welcome. So in today's video I'll be sharing with you my first set of fall inspired acrylic nails, and I am using this JC Beauty's Supernova Acrylic Collection. Now to be honest with you guys, I forgot about this collection and I found it in my stash recently, and I thought that it fits perfectly with the fall season, so I am swatching this collection out on screen right now for you guys. And if you do agree with me and you find that it fits, then go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Now, just to note, in Trinidad we only have 2 seasons and fall is not one of them, but I know a lot of you guys do have the season where you are, so I decided to assist your creative juices by, sharing some nail inspiration with you guys. So here are all the colors swatched, and I love how beautiful and reflective that glitter shines through. But before I continue with today's video, let me give a shout out to my notification squad. Thank you guys so much for being the first 3 people to get in and drop a comment on my last video. And if you're ready and excited for today's tutorial, grab yourself a snack and let's go. Going right in with number 30 from that same collection we just swatched. It is a gorgeous copper color. I'm going to be placing it right where the nail tip and the nail bed would meet. I'm blending that bead out as if I were going to do an acrylic ombre, just to make sure there are no harsh lines. And with the body of my brush, I'm going to pull the excess acrylic as far up to the free edge of the nail tip as possible. I did need another bead, so I did go in with a small bead right where the first bead stopped and just continue to build up the entire nail tip, maintaining the shape of this nail as much as possible and removing any excess acrylic off of the nail tip. I'm also making sure to keep this layer really nice and thin because I am going to be encapsulating the overall design. So I am going to be taking this number 20 acrylic from JC Beauty as well, and I'm going to use this as my nail bed color today. I'm not going to create an ombre. I'm not going to be blending it up into that copper color. I'm just using this to conceal that nail plate, and I am going to make sure there are no harsh lines between the 2 colors, even though I am going to be placing glitter in that area, so it's not really going to matter. You just want to make sure that they are both nice and flat, so when you apply your glitter it lays nice and flat in this layer. So as the acrylic is still wet, I'm going to start placing some raw glitter. So this glitter mix is by the Veronique's shop. Now I did have it on a tray with some of those glitter stars that I used in a set that I created before. So some got on the nail, so I'm just taking my brush and removing what I don't want and working the glitter that I do want to stay on the nail until it is appealing to the eye. But I'm happy with the way that it looks. I start off with nice thin but wet beads of acrylic just to hold the glitter in place, and then I'm going to encapsulate this nail. So on this nail I am going to be applying a nice thin but even layer of that number 20 nude acrylic powder. And for me, this first bead that I placed on was a little bit too wet and sticky, so all I did was wipe off my brush, dipped it back into my acrylic liquid, and started to pat and pull this bead of acrylic to manipulate it for it to move and not be as sticky as it was at first. Now I am so used to using the JC Beauty Concepts Cover Blush, and I love that powder. Like, for me, that is my favorite nude right there. But because I'm running low on it, I prefer to use it on my clients and not on my practice hand. So I'm trying to use some of the other nudes that I have. And because the container size of this powder is a half an ounce, I'm not going to waste the acrylic by building up the entire structure of the nail. I'm only using it as if it was a colored acrylic. So I am going to be encapsulating this with my clear acrylic powder just to give this nail extra strength. Taking the same nude acrylic powder, I'm going to be using it to conceal that nail bed once again. I am going to be doing a sort of a clear tip on this nail, and I just don't like seeing that nude nail plate on my practice hand. If I was doing this on a client, I would also conceal their natural nails because it's just a pet peeve of mine, and I really don't like seeing the natural nail. So I'm just going to blend that nude up into that clear tip to make sure that you get a nice smooth transition. And I did apply a thin but wet layer of that clear acrylic to the tip of this nail, and as that acrylic is still wet, I'm going to start placing the glitter where I want it. And to hold my glitters in place so that they don't move when it's time for me to encapsulate this nail, I am applying small wet beads of that clear in between the glitters, and I do allow this to set for a couple seconds, and then I will go ahead and encapsulate the entire nail. On this nail, I'm just going to repeat the exact same steps that we did on the index finger. So starting with that same copper color, I placed it where the nail tip and the extension would meet, and started to work that acrylic as far up to the free edge of the nail tip as it could possibly reach. But I did get to cover the entire nail tip on this nail. However, it wasn't opaque enough at the free edge of the tip, so I just took a small bead of that same color, I blended it up into the previous bead, and then I just removed any excess of that copper color from the nail plate. Oh my god, I needed some water, my throat is dry. Whew. So again, taking that same nude acrylic powder, and I'm going to use this to conceal the nail bed on this nail as well. And for some reason the application on this nail wasn't looking the best, but we ended up making it work at the end. What I do love about the JC Beauty Concepts acrylic powders is that it gives me enough time to work with it. So if something is where it's not supposed to be, I have enough time to go ahead and remove that product and place it where I want it. And this is just me trying to get used to working with this new nude acrylic powder, and because I am not accustomed seeing this shade, it looked really weird to me, and I really wasn't feeling the color combination at first. So it was really and truly just for me to get out of my own head and put the entire design together, see how it looks at the end, rather than focusing so much on wanting to use the JC Beauty Concepts cover blush so badly. So as that acrylic is still wet, I am going to be placing the glitter mix the same way that we did it on the previous nail. And if you are enjoying the video up until this point and you're feeling this nude and copper color combination, then go ahead and flood my comment section with leaf emojis. So now I'm going to file these nails back into shape, and I'm using my Maca 180 grit hand file on the 100 grit side, and I'm going to redefine the free edge and sidewalls of the nail extensions. And I'm taking the really fine ceramic gel bit, and that is hubby sitting on my chair by my desk keeping me company. It is about, let's say, after 10 at night, so we just chilling. Yes.
Hey guys.
So I'm taking my extra fine ceramic gel bit, and I'm using this to seal in the cuticle area as well as go over the entire surface of the nail. My filing routine is almost always the same in all of these videos, and this ceramic bit is one of my favorites. I do have it featured on my Amazon storefront. If you are one of my local beauties and you're interested in getting your hands on one of these bits, I do have them on sale, so you can DM me on Instagram. I cannot ship internationally at the moment because of everything that is going on with the world and this pandemic. It is super expensive to ship overseas. So once it is, I can find the products that I use on Amazon. I do feature them on my Amazon storefront. If I have a direct link and coupon code for a particular company or product that I mention in my videos, it is also listed down there. So I do give you guys a very detailed description box with all my coupon codes, affiliate links, so you definitely want to take your time and check out my description box if you're interested in any of the products mentioned in my videos. And I know I am not discussing much about my finish filing in this video, but I do have other videos on my channel where I go in depth and show you guys exactly how I finish file. Now, if you are interested in the beginner series and you do want to see an updated finish filing and shaping video, tell me in the comment section below. And if you have any other ideas for videos that you guys would like to see in that beginner series, then leave your suggestions. Like, I can't talk today. Leave your suggestions in the comment section as well. I am making a list of videos that I want to record for this series to share with you guys, and I know I'm taking a while to deliver another one of these beginner series videos, but please keep in mind that I am a full-time nail technician, so it is going to take me a little bit longer to sit and record these videos for you guys because of work, and I am a full-time mom, and right now my son is doing the whole virtual school thing, and we actually just started on Monday, so it is taking us a little while to like readapt because he's been out of school for how long, babe?
It's like 6 months.
Wow. So he has been out of school for about 6 months. So to get him to resettle and readjust to his schooling hours and times, it's been a bit challenging. And he's what? Oh my gosh.
Wow.
He's only 8 years old, and he is not the only one that has to do some readjusting. I mean, like my husband and I, we both need to readjust to suit his schedule now. And if you can relate to this, tell me in the comment section below, how are you adjusting to virtual and online schooling? Or if school has reopened in your country and the kids are back out, like how are you coping and how are you dealing with the whole new way of life? You know, for us, we were really headstrong in the fact that we were not sending him out to school, even if they had to literally be in school. With the whole situation right now that's going on in our country, because our cases have started to spike, and since it started to spike, it has not stopped. So we are more at peace having him within our arm's reach and actually doing virtual school rather than having him out into the environment of the school. But I don't mind the readjustment. Like I should say, we don't mind the readjustment, right, babe?
We don't. Come on.
I know I am literally putting him on the spot right now because he's just there to keep me company, but you're literally sitting right there. So you are going to be involved in the conversation.
Wow.
Wow, what? So he does not like being put on the spot at all, but he usually just handles all the behind the scenes. He supports me in the background, and I absolutely love that. But sometimes it's good for you guys to know him and get to know him. Just get familiar with him. He usually is at the premieres of my videos as well. He is definitely going to be commenting in the live chat as well. So yeah, tell him hi, guys. Tell him hi. Make him feel welcomed. He is part of the BeGlamorous family, and I know this turned into like a chit chat sort of nail tutorial type of video. I usually don't show this side of me in my tutorials. I keep it strictly nails, but I am always smiling. I guess you guys can tell from my tone. I am that happy, free-spirited person, and for people who know me know that that is my personality. And if you guys want more of my personality to shine through in these videos, then give me some thumbs up on this video. And I really and truly was going to edit all of this out, and hubby told me not to because like this is me. So here are the nails finished file. I did go ahead and wash her hands, and now it is time for me to sprinkle on the final touches and add some 3D flowers. For the center of my flowers, I wanted a cocoa brown acrylic, which I don't own, so I decided to mix number 30 with another Juicy Beauty Concepts acrylic powder, which is number 54, and it gave me the perfect cocoa brown shade that I was looking for. Now let me be real with you guys, I have not done 3D in months, and I did struggle just a little bit when it came to making sure that the two colors were blended nicely into each other, as well as picking up the right size bead every single time. So with my Macart rhinestone gel, I'm going to be placing an AB yellow crystal right where that gel is, and I'm going to flash cure that crystal in place. Now whenever I'm doing 3D on a nail, I do like the background of that nail to have that gloss, and I love for my flowers to stay matte. So I actually forgot to apply my Madam Glam's No Wipe Gel Top Coat before going in with my crystal. So I'm just going to work that gel top coat around that crystal, make sure that it does not get on my Swarovski. And I did go ahead and pop that into the lights and cure it for a full 30 seconds. Using that cocoa brown and the same nude that is on this nail, I'm going to try to create a 5-petal 3D flower around my crystal. Now I did want it to give off that two-toned effect, and this is where I was having problems. So I did place my first bead down. I didn't get the effect that I was looking for, so I did remove the first petal that I created. I went ahead and applied a second bead, created a second petal. It was okay, but I still didn't get the fade that I was looking for, so I went ahead and removed that. Now because I am doing the 3D on top of a smooth glossy surface, it's easy for me to remove that petal and start over again. I ended up doing the first 3 petals and started to get frustrated because I wasn't getting the ombre effect with the cocoa brown and that nude that I really wanted to achieve. So I decided to take up a really tiny wet bead of that cocoa brown. I placed it very close to my Swarovski crystal, and I blended it into that nude acrylic to create the faded effect. So if you're like me and you're having problems getting that nice ombre flower look, this is one way that you can achieve this. Take the plain color first, but always start with the lighter color first, and then take a small but wet bead of the darker color, place it on the inner part of that petal, and then blend it out. Now when you place your bead of acrylic on the nail to create the petals, you leave the tip of your brush facing the inner part of that petal, and then you use the body of your brush to spread that petal out. This is also going to create some definition in those flower petals as well. So when you go in and you apply the color to get the ombre effect of your petals, it is going to settle in the little details that you created with your brush, and it's going to make it look even more realistic, like you achieved that with your bead pickup when you didn't. And if you were like myself and you were struggling to get that nice smooth ombre transition in your flower petals, this is a really neat trick, whether you're now starting out or if you are an advanced pro and struggling like this girl right here. Give it a try and tell me how it works out. So my final step is to apply my Madam Glam's No Wipe Gel Top Coat to the rest of the nails and give them a final cure of 60 seconds. If I were doing this on a client or on natural nails in general, I do allow that gel top coat to cool all the way down after it comes out of the light before applying my cuticle oil, and that was it for this set. I hope you guys love how this design turned out. If so, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and make sure that your notifications are on to always notify. That way you won't ever miss out whenever I post a new video. And I will have a clip of the final result coming up at the end of this video to share with you guys and show you how the entire set comes together. And if you're joining me for the live premiere of this video, I want to thank you so much for watching this video with me. I love chatting with you guys in the live chat. I feel connected to you guys, and I really love premiering my videos because it gives me that one-on-one to answer any questions or just to talk to you guys on a more personal note. And you're always so amazing, kind and supportive, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you guys for just taking the time out of your day to drop a comment, to like, to share my videos. It means so much to me, and it also helps the YouTube algorithm in picking up these videos and getting them out for other people to be able to watch. And that is it for me. I am going to be leaving you guys right here to watch the rest of this video. Well, technically it's the end of the video, and I do hope that you're having an amazing day or night, whatever time it is where you are right now. As always, I would love for you to stay glamorous, be safe, and I'll see you soon.